Hello people. Today we're doing a Q&A. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I thought like people would ask more like personal stuff, but to my pleasant surprise they mostly asked about books and movies and things like that. So let's get into it. I'm only gonna do a few that I can get to because I'm tired as fuck. So favorite concert that I've been to. It's hard, it's a hard one. I mean, it's not a concert, but this year I went to Reading, and the 1975 at Reading was one of my favourite moments in my life. It was fucking brilliant. But concert? Oh, easy. 𝙃𝙧𝙧𝙗. Has to be. I'm front row every time. He knows me. Don't know if that's good or bad. And his entire set list I know from beginning to end, even unreleased songs. So for me it's like the most enjoyable because I can be like constantly in a like interactive with it. It's not that I don't know other songs that other artists play, I just don't like them. Whereas 𝙃𝙧𝙧𝙗, his entire discography is fucking brilliant. What inspired you to want to be a full-time content creator? Growing up I always knew that I wanted to work for myself, and then I kind of just fell into content creation from having my account from 10 years ago as a fan account, and then it kind of just naturally progressed as the internet progressed. You can imagine from 11 to 21 the difference of what the internet was and is, and I also just love social media. And also the older I got, the more I realised that my PCOS and things like that were gonna affect a full-time job, because I barely attended uni because I physically couldn't. So I was like, now more than ever I know that I need to work for myself, and so I'm lucky enough that I kind of fell into it and things were rightly timed. And freelancing is a thing. And yeah, I'm really grateful. So I think it was partially a lot of chance and luck, and then the other half is like it was accumulated over a few years of this is the only option I have in a way. Any advice for people that want to pursue creative careers, YouTube, music, acting, etc.? Yes, just do it. Seriously, the more time that you ponder on the shit, the more time you are going to waste and lose. And there are so many things that I want to do that I haven't done yet, and I sit there and I'm like, I don't even know where to start. But the thing is, if you just fucking start, you'll get somewhere, because you'll have created something physical. And don't worry about being unique in the sense of like, don't try to be the only person doing what you do. It's impossible in this day and age. There's barely anything original anymore, which is sad in one sense, yes, but also helps you be realistic when you do go into these careers. So find your own style and really show your personality, and yes, try to be as individual as you can, but don't worry about doing things that others are doing. I don't mean copy an art style, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, in general with ideas and stuff, it's hard to come up with something super unique these days. Have you read the 𝙃𝙧𝙧𝙗 series? I highly rec. No, Caroline, I have not. I don't actually know what it is, but I'll look into it. I bet I'm gonna make a suggestion right now. It's gonna be like a Hallmark movie smart with shirtless buff men on the cover. 𝙃𝙧𝙧𝙗 series. I don't think I'm looking at the right thing because this is a books. Yeah, it's literally called Alpha's One. Oh no, unless she means there's two types. So there's one that I was right, and there's another where it's about three sisters, I think. I think the UK did a series on that, like an actual show. So I don't know, I'll look into it. Who is an overlooked writer that more people should read? Fuck me, that's a hard question. I think David Nichols, and I know that he has had movies made of his books, but I don't think he's like big in the book world apart from his book One Day. I think his writing is stunning. And I think also Patti Smith, like, she's a legend in the world as a singer, as an artist, but I don't think her writing is cherished enough. Just Kids is my favourite book on the planet ever, and it was beautifully written, and she's, you know, coming from being a lyricist and a poet, you're obviously going to have very lyrical, beautiful writing, so I think she should be appreciated more in that sense, because I only ever see people talk about Just Kids when she has like 600 books and I've got them all, so I think definitely she should be more appreciated in that sense. But there's a lot, I don't know who. I'm trying to think. I really don't know who. Any films you're looking forward to seeing in the future? Yes, next week, I'm filming this on the day it comes out, but next week I've been invited to Letterboxd, yes, the app, film screening for Fallen Leaves, which is like a foreign funny drama. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I'm really looking forward to seeing Saltburn. It looks fucking incredible, and everyone who's seen it has loved it. I really want to watch Dream Scenario with Nicolas Cage. It looks so funny, and just such an interesting concept that I think if it's perfectly executed is amazing, because I think loads of people have thought about that concept before. There's a bunch, there's so many I'm so looking forward to. I need to get back into my films, honestly. And lastly, what is a book you wish you could read again for the first time? Just Kids. It was the book that got me out of my reading slump of years of not reading, and it is so beautifully written that it sets you up for so much beauty in the written world and other books, but also at the same time you feel like nothing's going to beat it. But it was because she is so accustomed to music and art and writing and books, she has that link to the film world, and in a way it really does feel like you are watching a film as you read her book, and that's what I love, and I haven't found that since in any book, to be honest, kind of apart from David Nichols. There you go. There you go. But to be fair, his book One Day did get turned into a movie, so maybe that's why. But yeah, I think that book really hit a chord that I never expected to be hit. And also, there is another book that I loved. Oh, I wish I could read, this is gonna make me cry, the Crave and Onyx series again. I always tell the story, but I'm gonna tell it again. I found these two series on the fucking app where you, like, the characters app, you know, where they episodes stuff it, and I fell in love with those books because they have like the first book on there, so I got all the other books, and I wish that I had read the first books of those again, because it was they're so descriptive. I'm not saying they're the best literature pieces, they're both like very romance, fantasy, cheesy, but they're so descriptive, and the world building is so good, and the character depth for me is like perfect for a cheesy romance fantasy. And I don't know, I have a really big soft spot in my heart for those series. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, thank you so much for asking those questions. I do want to do more of these, so I hope you guys look forward to some in the future. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video next week. Bye.